Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you're safe and sound. Real Madrid dispatched Celta at the Belaidos, taking another 3 points in the march towards the La Liga title. But again, Madridistas, it was another performance which left us dissatisfied at the end of the match. Once again, the weaknesses that we have been speaking about in the past few months were on show against the Galician outfit. There were problems with the team structure, there were problems with the pressing game, the attack didn't have the cutting edge, and to an extent we can say that Real Madrid stars were aligned in the right place, that they got 3 penalties in the game. In fact, it was the first time in 64 years that such a thing happened with the Los Blancos, but apart from the penalties, Real Madrid couldn't really threaten from open play. It was a crucial game to get back some of the confidence after the showing in the El Clasico. Madrid needed to show some significant improvement, but I think we all can agree it was a pretty average performance, and definitely Real Madrid need to do much better if they have any desire of going past the European champions in the midweek. So in this video, we'll do the post-match analysis of Celta de Vigo versus Real Madrid. We'll talk about the important happenings of the game, and without further ado, let's get started. And having a look at the lineup, there was Courtois in goal. In the back four, we had Vasquez, Alaba, Militao, and Full-on Mendy. In the midfield, we had Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric. And in attack, we had Asensio, Benzema, and Vinicius Jr. And before doing the analysis, let's quickly do the shout-out. 2 of you got your predictions correct, but our shout-out winner today is Mr. Ebrima Badier, and I congratulate you for getting the scoreline correct. And sharing some thoughts on the starting 11, we had Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric starting in the midfield, which meant that Valverde was once again relegated to the bench. I personally was expecting the Uruguayan to start, but it's also quite possible that the plan is to keep Valverde fresh for the Chelsea game. He had played 2 high-intensity games for the national team, which had World Cup qualification on the line, and it's quite possible that the plan was to give him a breather, because going up against a high-intensity side, Valverde's role could be very, very crucial. We also had Asensio and Lucas Vasquez on the right-hand side. There were some good crosses that Vasquez put in. You can particularly point out the cross for Benzema in the early minutes, from which he came very close to scoring. But apart from that, I thought we looked really, really weak from that side. Asensio, as usual, dropped in another inconsistent showing. It was a night to forget for him. He barely got on the ball, and Vasquez, for the entire season, has simply not been at the level that he had shown in the past year. So the right-hand side looks like the area that Real Madrid absolutely need to address over the summer. Hopefully we can get Pedro Porro in to strengthen the team, or possibly can we see Vinicius Tobias given a run in the side. Only time shall reveal that. And talking about the first half, after an early bit of sparring, Real Madrid obviously got the advantage through a penalty from Karim Benzema, but I think we can say that the refereeing decisions and the saves of Thibaut Courtois were the main highlight from the first half. We come here and speak about the Belgian wall every week. He has been such an asset for the Los Blancos. It's like every week you can guarantee that Thibaut Courtois will pull off some magnificent saves, and yesterday as well, Courtois didn't disappoint. The save that he made from the free kick of Iago Aspas was one of my favourite moments of the night, and if Benzema has been carrying this team in attack, Courtois has been equally important, pulling off one brilliant save after another. He is one of the cornerstones of this Real Madrid side, and without his blistering form, I doubt Real Madrid would have had such a breakaway lead at the top of the table. So thumbs up to Thibaut Courtois on a night where many were underperforming. A goalkeeper took care of his duties, and hopefully he will continue his brilliant form for the remainder of the season. And coming to the second half, Celta came out with more desire to get back in the game. They started pushing back Real Madrid and were rewarded thanks to another pressing error in the middle of the park. And I would like to quote the post-match thoughts of Thibaut Courtois here, which indicates that even the players are aware that they are not doing enough on the pressing front. He said Celta moved the ball well, they were very intense, and in the first half we didn't press well. They could always play and we made it a little complicated. In the end, these are 3 very important points, and we can continue. On Wednesday, there is the Champions League. Chelsea lost at home, but they will be very strong for Wednesday. We lack intensity sometimes, and Chelsea are good at that. And from those words, we can clearly understand that in the midweek, we really need to sort out a pressing game. That was the issue last year. The midfield of Chelsea had outplayed the midfield of Real Madrid, and if we want to prevent it this year, Ancelotti certainly needs to sort out a number of problems. We also need the midfield to take charge of the game in a much better way. Yesterday, our midfielders couldn't really put in an assertive performance. Modric looked off the pace. Kroos could surely do better. We couldn't dictate the tempo of the game, which allowed Celta to end the match with 55% of possession. So definitely we need to see more improvement from the Los Blancos. Returning to winning ways was a positive point from the night, but we need to up our game, we need to be more structured as a team, we need more consistency and cohesion, and let's hope that the players will have a better outing in the midweek. So those were my thoughts on the game, and that concludes the post-match analysis of Real Madrid versus Celta Vigo. We didn't have David Ancelotti expressing his post-match thoughts, so we had to skip that section today, but for the upcoming game we will do a detailed analysis on Chelsea. We'll speak about the strengths and the weaknesses ahead of the game, but for the time being, do let me know what were your thoughts from the performance at Belaidos. What were the things that caught your eye? Write in the comments below. I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Glory to Madrid, and as always, a la Madrid.